down there today.
Call the meeting to order.
Yeah, all right. Call to order the October 15th Board of Aldermen meeting for the City of Twin Oaks. Stand for Pledge of Allegiance. See, I almost got it right. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Roll call.
Alderman Cruzen,
Here.
Alderman Eisenhower,
Here.
Alderman Stokel,
Here.
Alderman Crawford.
Here.
Approval of the agenda, which is super light, by the way.
I move to approve the agenda. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Open it up for citizen comments. Would y'all like to comment? We never have citizens, so no, nothing.
I don't think so.
All right. Well, we love having you.
Well, we love Twin Oaks.
Thank you. Thank you. Approval of the consent agenda, which is the Board of Aldermen regular meeting minutes from October 1st, special meeting minutes from September 25th, bills list from September 27th to October 10th, and the credit card statement for September 2025.
I just have a couple of questions on the
Sure.
bills list. And on the Rost invoice, there's a item about the Rottler proposal. Does anybody know what that is?
That is
We're
pest
gonna go with-
control up here at City Hall.
We're going to go with him. Does he know?
And the other one I was curious about is there's an invoice we get monthly for treatment of the lakes.
Mhm.
What do they do?
That is for the algae growth.
Yeah.
So they have some kind of chemical, and maybe Jake knows more, but something that they spread in the lake to keep the algae from growing.
Just algae?
Just like it's just like spray it, put it there, and it
Yeah.
dyes it for.
That's the color. That's
like
the color that-
It lasts about a week, but it just keeps down all the stuff from growing in the lake.
That's it. That's all my questions.
Okay. Somebody want to move for approval of it?
Motion to approve the consent agenda.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Financial reports.
Good evening.
Good evening.
So we have financial statements for the 9 months ended September 30th, 2025, meaning we're 75% through the fiscal year 2025. The balance sheet on page 1 of the report, pretty much as we have been seeing for the last several months, the city has about $2.3 million in cash and investments, which is about $200,000 more than we had a year ago at this time. It's pretty consistent. And in fact, our total assets and liabilities are about the same as they were a year ago. On page 2 is the revenues and expenditures. And for the first 9 months, we're showing a little over 1.4 million in all funds revenue-wise, and 1,244,000 in expenditures. So we're recognizing about 175,000 more in revenues than expenditures. And we'll talk about sales tax in a minute, but we're seeing up in the other revenue areas, in the intergovernmental, which is up 8.6%. That's gas tax that we've received from the state, and that's because there was an increase again in the gas tax, 2.5 cents. Merchant licenses are up. That accounts for the increase in the licenses, permits, and fees. We're down 77% miscellaneous income, and that's because we got a big check for insurance reimbursement a year ago that it was repeated, so that's why that number is down. On the expenditure side, we're up about 20%. And almost all of that is due to capital improvements being much higher this year. Capital improvements are up $194,000 from what we spent a year ago. Those are all planned capital improvement expenditures. The administrative costs show about an 8% increase, and that's because the insurance costs were up and because we allocated salaries a little bit differently this year, so administrative is higher. And then it would have been even higher, but we had a vacancy for a while last year in the city clerk's position. The resident services are up about 7.6%. That's because trash hauling, the trash contract's up about $7,000. And one event, the Family Fun Day, was costing a little bit more this year than last year. I'm not sure what that was, but we paid about $6,000 to a contractor there, so we didn't last year. The road expenditures are down because of the salary, we allocated salaries differently this year.
Hey Dave, real quick, that transfer section down towards the bottom,
Yeah.
Are those actual fund transfers, or are they like moving from one account to another?
They're transfers. They're similar to a revenue to the fund getting it, and kind of an expenditure from the fund sending it. So it's just a movement between the funds, and those are budgeted because the road fund doesn't bring in hardly anything, and it's got these capital improvements.
I got you.
And then we plan to pay the debt service out of the capital improvement fund, but with some of it being supplied.
So it's accounting, not banking.
Correct.
Okay, got it.
On the sales tax, we're up a total of 14% from a year ago, and these are pretty much consistent with what we're seeing. It's some of it's timing, and some of it is just a growth in sales tax, either inflation or because of the merchants' activity in town. It's a very healthy number, and you can see on at the bottom, the comparison year over year, we continue to have a steady climb in sales tax. And then as far as the budget goes, we still haven't spent quite a bit of the capital improvement numbers, so that will come in. Otherwise, revenues and expenditures are pretty much as planned. I'd say we're probably doing a little better on revenues in total than what we would have thought. We've got 85% of the total instead of 75%. And expenditures are a little slower because of the capital. Any questions?
Thanks, Dave. Paula, are you doing the park committee report tonight?
Yes, I am. When we met, we reviewed the family fun day, that expensive $6,000. Yes. Everybody was happy with the vendors. It was just a hot day, so we had less people coming through than what we were expecting. So that was a disappointment. With trying to come up with events for next year, the park committee is looking at changing the month that we do this. So there hasn't been anything set yet, because we do have a lot of things that are still up in the air with construction in the park. So the committee wants to wait and put something in our calendar instead of having everything ready to go and have everything in there nice and neat. put something in that says, just please check our website for events that we're gonna have, because they would like to move things around and change a few things up. So that may be in June is when they were proposing it, so we'll see. Other than that, we're getting ready for, the movie night we did have, which was on the 10th. And it was a lovely evening, great weather. Vendors were great, but very poorly attended. So, and again, we're looking at, well, for the amount that we put into it, which is right around $1,000, to be able to show a movie, and for 20 people to be there, it just isn't something that they want to continue to do. You know, let's look at it and maybe do it once a year. And so they're looking at that. We're going to be doing the pet parade, which with a colleague here, we came up with a new name because it's not going to be a parade. We don't want people to have to dress up, but we're doing pods in the park.
Okay.
So I do have some vendors that are going to be down there offering their wares. I'm waiting for a call back from an adoption, and they're going to be set up down there. I have put out a call to No Leash Needed to come down and do a class, offer grooming, boarding, that kind of stuff. So you have another vendor there that can be there. And I'm also looking at a couple of different dog bakeries that can come in and show their wares too. So I think it's going to be from 12 until 2 on November 11th.
Okay. 8th, I thought, right? 8th? Is it the 11th?
11th is a Tuesday.
Oh, sorry.
It's 8.
8, sorry. I was thinking of November being the 11th month.
Yeah.
Got all this stuff there. Yeah. And then again, we're getting ready, Christmas lighting. Getting ready for that. Santa Claus is getting ready too.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
So we're
Love it.
getting ready for that. It's the first Sunday in December 7th. And that's about where we talked about adding some more photos into for decisions for the calendar, and we're working on the calendar. Getting that done by the end of the month so we can get that out.
Great.
There we go.
Anybody have any questions?
Santa?
Santa?
I was there.
That's always there.
Any questions, Santa?
The whistles were great.
Yeah, I know.
Family fun day, yeah.
That's my sarcastic.
Yeah. Parents really enjoyed those whistles. They did.
That was the one thing when the first whistle that was given out as a prize,
Mhm.
I was across the park and
Oh, you
Oh,
were like,
no.
whoops.
Fun
Yeah.
fact, there were soccer games going on just up the
At the
hill.
same time. Oh, gosh.
And there might have been a tiny bit of confusion.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah. Ouch. Mhm.
note to self, no more whistles.
Whoops. Yeah. I think we've done that before too. And yeah, I remember it being not good. All right. I see no old business, no new business. Is there anything under discussion items that isn't listed? Golly geez.
No.
All right. Jake, you're up.
You think Russ is gonna let us vote on something?
Just for fun. Yeah. We'll just make up something.
We could.
Sure.
Come up with a new one. I had the pump is finally installed on this one, but I know it's not on that one. We're supposed to get the pump installed tomorrow and Friday, so.
Too much
hopefully
delay.
Hopefully everything goes okay with that.
And then it's going to rain like
Yes, Saturday's supposed to.
that's what I heard.
So Isaiah and I have been doing plantings at Boley. We put some new mums and cabbage in there. We've been watering that regularly. We cleaned up near the bridge at Crescent Road and mowed the paths down there, and then that triangle area down there just kind of widened up. I know some people walk over across from there, so it's nice and easy to get by now. We walk the streets belonging to Old Town, Autumn Leaf, Bully, and Burnham Woods Trail. We will be doing that, I'm sure, a few times throughout the fall still. I don't feel like anything's been really falling lately, though, but I'll probably make a way over there and look at it again. We bought the barriers for down in the park and installed them to help people parking illegally, taking all the pictures and everything down in the park. So I really do think it's been slowing people down a lot. We did the painting up at the top of the entrance of the park so that I feel like people are more encouraged to turn around now versus what it was kind of happening before. So I think it is actually helping out though. We put some stop bars, repainted stop bars down in like Vernon Woods Trail area down the intersection kind of there, but where the park entrance to the back of the park. What else? We've been cleaning up around the lake gazebo, the mulched area. We did all that. The gazebo inside of it, there was benches that were kind of falling apart. We tightened everything up and it looks a lot better now. We started staining a little bit down there too today. It's looking a lot better. As you know, we're power washing when you come in the park to the left past the gate. There's a lot of overgrown along that split rail and everything. Cleaned that up. Took a lot of tree debris out of there, and then power washed concrete. And then one of the last things was April, and I ordered the speed limit signs, so those are actually on order, waiting to hear when they're going to ship them and all that. So at the intersection, we took up all the plantings, the cannas and sweet potato vines down there. We're going to end up putting mums and something else probably in those 6 big planters. So, and then we planted the cabbage and mums at the intersection with the other plants. So. Any questions for me?
We don't use a contractor for the entrance to Bali, do we?
Mm-mm.
There was a landscaping truck there the other day, and I figured they were either broke down or. I think they were
Was it
broke down.
today or
Yesterday.
yesterday? Oh,
Oh,
okay.
Spencer.
Yeah, Spencer was supposed to have been there today to finish up some stabilization, but I'm not sure that they,
This was a landscaping company.
oh, okay, yeah.
And the guys were just standing next to the truck, and they had it way over to the side of the entrance. And I assumed that they broke down. I didn't figure we were contracting for that.
Yeah, no. And we will get to see now the new, if you remember last year, we had taken out the plants at this time and all of the planters were just empty for the whole year. So this will be the first year we'll see our seasonal plantings. So this is the first round of seasonal plantings. And then Jake's got some great ideas to do some things for Christmas as well. So it's going to be nice to have that intersection looking good all year
All
round
year.
instead of just 3 months.
Yeah.
So, or 4 months.
Did you get the mole yet?
Oh, yeah, we did also install the fish, I poured some concrete it's the little thing for the fish feeders down there.
Oh, yeah,
Put
I
a
saw
quarter
that,
in,
yeah.
get that.
Right.
Those fish go crazy. It's actually awesome to watch them, so.
Catch that
That's
mole.
great.
No. We've
We
got
use
a
the
few
drone
mole.
for a mole?
Yeah,
Chase down the mole.
I don't know how to get those guys.
Is it a vole or a mole?
I don't know. They got a big trap out in the middle of the field though. And
So,
it's
our
a-
yard
That's a-
is
I'm gonna mount
voles.
that fish
Yeah.
feeder right
They're
there,
this
put a
big.
couple holes in there and
Cats.
tighten it up.
Varmint.
We need to get this.
They're all over right now, though, the moles are, for real.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jake.
Thank you. All right, April, you're up.
Okay, so I'm sure you guys all saw the printed report, so I'll just kind of hit the highlights. We did have our first code enforcement hearing, so that went well. We'll be moving on to phase 2, which is the public nuisance of accumulated junk and trash. So we have 6 violations to address there.
Can you say a few words about like how many notices did we send out? How many people that came to the hearing? Or-
We ended up only having 1 hearing. So out of the 3 notices that were sent, 2 were abated, and we only ended up having 1 hearing. So we'll outcome of that still pending, but at least that was a successful
Were you here
first
for it?
hearing. Yes, I
How'd
was
it
here
go?
for it. Yeah. I mean, it went fine. So yeah, we had the resident in attendance and everything
She was the star witness.
went all right. So yeah, I think, moving forward, we have good procedures in place. So hopefully, residents will be amenable to our efforts to kind of get our code enforcement more working well and in line. So we'll see how this next round goes. And then again, the third round, as we talked about at the last meeting, will be the property maintenance issues. So we'll address those at the next time. So And then we also have some dead nuisance trees that Joe has asked about, so we will have those. We haven't sent out courtesy notices on those yet, so we will be doing that as well. So the other things that we've been working on here, the website is moving right along. So I did get to see a preview of the new design. So they're kind of going back with some of the suggestions that I had. So it's going to be much more functional. We have some great drone video that was shot of the park and of the city, which is going to be really great. So that's going to be a great addition when we get that finished, and a lot more user friendly for people to be able to find things, pay online, that sort of thing. We also, we've been working on updating the business licenses. So if you go to any of our businesses, you know, they have to hang up these very attractive business licenses. So I felt like we needed to get this in a more usable form for Paula to be able to update and to make them look like our branding. So we have new ones now, so they'll actually look like our Twin Oaks branding. So that's, we've been slowly, what?
You give them a frame too?
No, we did not give them a frame, I don't think. We just mail them the certificate and they've got to frame it on their own. So
Suitable for frame.
anyway, it'll look better hanging up in all of our businesses. So that we're working on that. And then we do have one resident complaint, another one on the Crescent Overlay Project. So about a water issue. It's a Valley Park resident. So BFA's been out to evaluate. I've been over there to evaluate. They're looking at the issue right now and putting together a report on that. So if you hear anything about that, just wanted you guys to be aware of it. And then we're still trying to close out a few projects. Spencer was here doing the final stabilization on the Boley entrance, which they were waiting for a good time to plant grass seed. So I'll be evaluating that, and hopefully we'll get that last piece closed out. And then you probably noticed that there were contractors working in the park today, finally, to complete the corrections that needed to be made to the lighting. So the last pole was installed, and they're going to be moving the outlets down for us so that we can put them in a more usable location. So we hope to have that completed by the end of the week, maybe early next week. I will not give you a date, but soon, very soon. So that is all I have, unless you have questions for me.
All right.
All right.
Paul, do you have a report?
I don't have a single thing.
You talk about dignity
No,
under the law for just.
equal dignity.
Oh, I did want to remind you guys that the Spotless, the new business that's opening, this ribbon cutting is tomorrow at 11:30. So they have asked the, I did send you guys out
Yes,
that
you did.
via email a while ago, but I wanted to remind you. They're doing that 11:30 tomorrow, and they would love to see some of the aldermen there if any of you can attend. It's right over there, right across next to Schnucks.
Schnooks.
Sorry. Now you may go, Paul, if you have something to say.
Okay. He has
No, I
nothing.
still don't have it.
Okay.
All right. I have no comments except for to say thank you for putting nothing on the agenda. I really appreciate it. Any alderman comments?
None for me.
Goats and
You're
home
waiting
are
on
my two big things,
Right,
and
I'm
we
waiting on the
covered
goats.
both of those. I'm good.
I'm waiting on the goats as well.
No, I don't have anything.
The only thing that I will add, and I'll be an alderman for fun. My husband loves the intersection, so he keeps saying, "Tell someone, like, it looks so great. It looks so great." I'm so glad to see it like change and just fresh and yeah. Anyway, so letting you know. All right, final citizen comments. That means you.
This was very entertaining.
You're welcome.
I've always wondered what an alderman meeting was like.
Yeah, generally boring as all get out, but yeah,
Twice a month.
yeah. Please keep coming.
Oh,
We love it. Anyone want to adjourn?
I move that we adjourn the meeting.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Yippee. And we are adjourned.
Lisa, can I just say you didn't have.
Right, and I didn't curse
You really
once.
did a
I
great
didn't